And we're back. I had a thought. Well, I got a bunch of, I call it cement, put together. Got some dye for more later when I need it. Did a quick test just to kind of see what I think of this stuff, and it's okay for what I'm thinking. I think it'll work as an external wall material for the house. What I'm thinking now is I've got all of this powder stuff that needs to be hydrated in order to, become what I need it to be. I suppose technically I could set it down and then dump water on it. But that actually sounds not only, well, really boring, but also just not terribly efficient. I think it would probably become a mess. So what I'm thinking is I could probably kind of fake a cobblestone generator, which, thinking about it, doesn't need to be this wide. Well, it doesn't matter. If I just pretty much build a system. Oh, you know what I'm going to need that I don't have? Oh, I do have it, okay. That was really stupid. Let me rethink this. If I set this up to work over here, is that what I want? Then I would think I can kind of build a system around this thing. I'm trying to figure out, going backward, how I want this to look. I can pretty much put this here, put water here somewhere. Yeah, that's making sense to me. I think it'll work. I'm going to assume that'll work. Oops, that was stupid. Okay, beautiful. That should still work, right? Okay. Yeah, so now I just need to get a couple of these, and I don't know why, I just figure having two might make sense to me. And then, oh, give me what we'll call a bunch of these. Actually, yeah, it doesn't matter how many I have. And then I think if I just, what I'm trying to work out with doing this is how I'm going to get back down. I didn't happen to grab my elytra, which I probably should have grabbed. I think I'm close enough to the edge I can make it into the water. I'm only going to be able to do about 3 stacks high, but that's alright. Damn it. And if I'm right about this, I can just churn through these things, and they'll fall into the hopper, and I'll just get ready, you know, bricks. It's also possible I'll just be wrong about this. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It makes sense to me in principle. Where am I? Yeah, that's just about exactly the ceiling. I didn't actually try dyeing this stuff like dark gray, medium, or whatever it is. The one that's just ink and bone meal. I don't know if that would have looked good. Huh, perfect. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, I should be fine. And then try to get back to the surface before the video ends. Come on. Okay, what I'm not sure of is whether doing this is gonna, based on gravity feeding, I don't know if it's gonna go right through the rear wall before the next one sets up. If so, I could always just set down one. Nah, I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. No, it's working. Cool. The only thing I hadn't even thought about before I started doing this was... Okay, oh well, that's... I was wondering if there was any chance of getting through the powdered stuff before the water hardened it for me. And the answer is probably no, but... then I did a stupid thing anyway. Also not sure why these aren't being slurped into the hopper. I mean, I'm sure some of them are, but it could be doing it better. Well, I guess I'll just rely on the stuff that's just going out to the sides like this, remaining there for about 5 minutes. I almost wonder if I should have done this a little differently. I probably still could, once I get done here. What I'm thinking is I could actually make this about 3 deep. Actually, I can probably make it 4 deep. But I don't know, that might be just needless overkill. Oh, thank hell. Give me this. Give me... that'll do nicely. And, that. Oh, yeah, so I got some torches. Oh, and I'm full. That doesn't help me much. Okay, yeah, I could actually just build this. I'd have to lose that torch, I suppose, but I could build this back. I could do this, basically. You know what, that's cool. And then, just kind of, oh, I need more, never mind. I need more hoppers for this, and I don't have them, so. How about we just, oh, that was stupid, didn't I? How about if we just do this the way I was doing it before? look about right. And probably get some water in there because, duh. Although, I'm not sure that water is important. I mean, there's this water, so it shouldn't matter much, but... At least it lets me stack stuff, and then take a quick nap. And I guess this will, you know, should harden everything to what I can use later. Actually, I probably don't need... Oh, that's why that looks like that. That's salt powder still, and that's more than I can actually use, so... So this is what, like 60 something, 64? Yeah, I guess this is as good as it gets. Apart from maybe adding little backstops or something that prevents, I just realized something stupid. I didn't actually reach the bottom, so I don't know if there's... Yeah, there really is. Probably should have considered all that. Is there anything else I need to see? Just because there's enough material going into the powder in the first place that I don't really want to lose any. Oh, right, stupid. Just did that the hell again. Alright, did I lose any that time? I doubt it, but I don't know. I don't see anything. Okay. Anyway, let's get the hell back to the surface. And do this again, I guess, and just again and again until it's done. I'd almost be tempted to, I don't even know, build some platform out a little bit at 255 or whatever the highest, just so I can step to the side. I'm trying to think of a way to more like automate this, and I'm just not coming up with anything. Maybe if I used a dropper or a dispenser or something and a piston, I guess that could work. I'm just not sure how I would do that. I don't know. At this point, that's more just making a machine for the sake of making a machine. I don't think it'll technically save me any time overall. They just look kind of cool, I guess. If it even worked, I don't know. The main difference between this and an actual cobblestone generator is obviously that with a generator, you're actually producing cobblestone out of lava and water. This is more like a vending machine, which is why I'm thinking dispensers, but... Or not dispensers, actually, probably more... Which is it? Is it droppers or dispensers that just produce blocks in place? So it would take even yet more time, because I'd have to find that out real quick. You'd think I would know, but I don't know. Back to the surface. I've been holding on space the whole time. That's just how far down I went from impact. I almost wonder if I'd be happier with a second slab on top of the you know, right in front of me. That would keep the water in place. Maybe. Oh, but then I couldn't get up there very easily. Oh, this is not terribly elegant. It just kind of sort of works, I guess. And it's sure as hell a lot faster than... You can't even really dump... You can't successfully drop concrete into the water apart from the way I'm doing it. You know, best I could walk along you know, the side of the... I don't know what... The side of the cobblestone heaven place, basically, and smack it down. And then dig it up, and then drop to the bottom of the ocean to grab it, because it's not going to just show up where I want it to. This is more efficient than that would be. Okay, that's close enough to the edge that I got a hunch. Let's go see if my hunch plays out. Oh, actually, I don't see much down here. Yeah, the problem with what I'm doing is that I need to be close enough to the water to jump down without dying, but I need to be far enough away that I don't get stuff spilling over the edge like this, and that's just basically impossible. So, I don't care. This may actually take more time than I was thinking it would. Oh no. Well, I'll probably get down there in time. There's a spinning concrete block next to the crate down there. You know, granting this is kind of boring to do, I'm thinking it's not the most fascinating thing to watch. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, how about I just cut this here and come back when I have something better going on, I guess. Hang on. Okay. I reworked this a bit. I also stopped and looked up droppers and dispensers. The chickenator over there uses dispensers, and that way it throws out eggs which, you know, hatch on impact. What I was thinking was, I don't know what I was thinking, but if I used a dropper in it, it would just throw out eggs as litter, just filling up the whole pasture with, you know, unspent eggs, I guess. If, however, you put like a block in either of them, it just spits out a spinning entity, and that doesn't help anyone, so I'm calling that a design flaw in the game. We need a way to, I don't know, do something that we can't do. So yeah, well, there's technically, I think, two ways to do what I'm doing. One is what I'm doing is just stacking up a big tower and then churning through it as it comes down. The other I'm going to get to here in a sec, which I assume will work. I don't know why it wouldn't. Okay. It wouldn't have saved me any time to do it the other way, overall. Because it, you know, again, I can't use a dispenser or anything, but I might as well see if anything fell down here. I don't know how many I lost, but I noticed a minute ago that there's actually a chance that they can fall over here, you know, on the other side, and that doesn't help. I don't see any, so they're either all evaporated or I didn't lose any this time. And since that was in the last couple of minutes, it should be, I probably just didn't lose any. Okay, anyway, as for plan B, which you'll see in a sec wouldn't have worked, I think I can just right-click. But this relies on having right-clickable stuff and going through, you know, however many stacks I had, I would be constantly stopping to refill the right-click window, so that's not how I did it. Alright, so that is all the concrete that I have ready to go, which I assume is all accounted for at this point. From where I was, it's not like there was anywhere I could be watching for strays. Well, stray blocks, not stray skeletons. Now that I should differentiate between the two. Okay, so that means that we're about done. Maybe. Actually, I'm not sure we are. No, there'll be more concrete someday. What am I missing? I just looked at it. I need gravel and then ultimately more sand. I guess I could leave this thing here. It's not really hurting anything. Probably thinking about it, put some torches back where they go. Now that I've more or less proofed it. Yeah, anyway. And then we can get to, you know, the point, which is to... take a whole bunch of these things and go find a place for them to live, which I get. That's a stupid place. Why do I even have that there? I guess it's alright, it's not going to interfere. Yeah, so this is like the pathway, I guess, coming in, and then this will be the... This will literally right here be the front door, which is going to be awkward because it'll be a single door, and it's going to look a little strange on a house this size, but... Otherwise... Oh, I was really... Don't know why I did that. Well, I really don't know why I did that. Actually, that's something I don't need on me right now. So I'm going to be picking up torches as I do this. This is really just the frame. I'm guessing that some of the blocks I'm putting down are going to come back up for to put in windows, but this just gives me an idea what things are actually going to look like. And I'm assuming I've got enough blocks to you know, finish this whole frame. Like, I'm not going to get halfway done and then run out. I've got a bunch. But, and then from there we can start figuring out what happens when I build up. I think probably, I mean, technically this is all just a facade. I'm not sure how I want to play it from the inside, you know, which is not in this case an Alice Cooper song, but and I don't know what the walls are going to look like from the inside is the point. I might add in an insulation, I might add a paneling of like dark oak for, yeah, I don't know, we'll find out. There are not all that many options in Minecraft for, you can put up paintings and probably banners and things. I do have some banners from the Woodland Mansion thing. I suppose I could put some up and see what happens if they're all next to each other. I never really thought about it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple of things. Pull up all of these damn torches. And probably pause for a sec. Hang on. That wasn't too difficult. Yeah, that's gonna be right here. It'll probably be like a back, well, probably, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a back door leading off into whatever we build there. But for now, I'm just, working out the shape. No, I'm really busy with something. Okay, that's just about everything. Yeah, that I'm certain is going to be a door. There's no effective way to do a double door on a perfectly symmetrical thing like this. I can do a triple door, but I don't see how that would help me. Anyway. Where... hilariously, I used to have a way to do this. Okay, that's about as high up as I can get from the outside. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then, you know, windows wherever they go. Door leading in goes here, door leading out goes back there. Which I don't have room to pick up the block and do anything about that right now, but... And then in here is going to be... I'm pretty sure the internal walls are all going to be just dark oak wood. Because that's actually a lot easier for me to come by with this tree right here, and I've got some in reserve. Yeah, let me... If I can get this many, if I can do another 2 layers here with what I've got. I don't know. I didn't really count these things out. Let me, if I can finish this, I will, and then come back. Otherwise, I'll come back with an unfinished. Well, it's going to be unfinished. It's going to take a while to build this house. But just this wall. I'll pause this and come back when I'm somewhere better. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, I had enough to get that done, so... Still not, well, actually you wouldn't be seeing it from above much, would you? But ignoring this damn thing, it gives me a rough, you know, layout, which, for better or worse, this actually matches up with right now. I don't know how I'm going to figure that out. I wasn't expecting, I don't know why, but, oh, maybe I'll do some kind of a balcony thing here. That would actually make some sense. I don't need to be up here. And then, yeah, I'll get some of the material back. Hacking out window frames. That actually ought to be I could, what am I thinking? Was it 2 more levels? I think so. Morty, not now. Yeah, so let me, come here. You're not doing it again. Somehow, Sid. Somehow, despite the, you know, wireless trackball being plugged in. By now. Did you really just, you totally did, you spilled your food. Why is your food in my office? That's what I want to know. I know the answer to that. It was, where did we put it when we got you like 6 months ago? I guess the real question is, what the hell was I thinking? Anyway, we're like over time too. Let me finish this level. We'll probably take a nap at some point. I'll be right back. Alright, so the walls are all this height now, which is something. Yeah, I haven't quite worked out how I want to deal with this, but one way or the other it'll work out. And, there's no windows yet, but no back door either. Actually, I can pick that up now if I can find it. I don't think I have any doors ready. I might have a bit of wood ready. Seems like I had an overspill of like 3 or 4 or 5. Cat. What in hell is the matter with you? Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna have to go here in a sec because my cat is stupid. Awesome. I guess I can open it more. You get that no one likes you. This is worse. I mean, usually what I was worried about was she was going to unplug my USB thing despite it being on the front of the computer. Come here. Sit down, damn it. Decaf. What am I stuck on now? Yeah. And then I'll probably use these doors internally too, because why would you have windowed doors in a house? That makes very little sense. But for now, I'll just ditch it, or so. Right here. And yeah, now that we're over time, and my cat is apparently schizophrenic. Yeah, that gives me an idea, a better idea what this is all going to look like in the end. And as far as it does actually look a bit plain, but that's kind of what I wanted. What I don't want is cobblestone or even smooth stone. It just seems wrong. So I think overall this is about the look that I want. It's about light enough. I probably could have thought about using I didn't even try it, using white concrete. I didn't look into it. I probably should have. But that sounds a little too bright. I think this is probably, it looks a bit institutional, but it's better than white would have been. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. If so, I suppose at some point I can tear it down and replace it. This was more just that I've never really used concrete before, and this is what it looks like, and I'm okay with it. It's not, apart from being really bland and looking like an untextured CG model of something. It looks okay, and I'm okay with the contrast here. I'm not sure what it's like if this actually looks dark brown, but looking dark gray to me, it's pretty cool. I like it. And then that's a bit odd, but okay. That'll be covered up at some point somehow, or replaced, I don't know. Anyway, that's what I've got time for right now, so I'm going to end this and probably work on it a bit. Might even see if I can do some white concrete to see if I just made a mistake. But yeah, that's, you know, still the beginnings of the house that we've been working on for a while now. Yeah, it's a start. Alright, so I'll just see you next time. Bye.